You see a fragment, a late payment, a congested line, a community meeting where everyone is angry, an ER visit never paid for. Billions of dollars are bleeding out of your defensive capital reserves. This is money already budgeted for problems you cannot solve alone: bad debt, uncompensated care, and nuisance settlements. You are not alone in this. Every entity sees a fragment, none sees the pattern. The loop is broken because you are fighting these battles in a silo. Attempting to treat these isolated symptoms while ignoring the systemic cause ensures your capital will simply continue to drain indefinitely. To understand why, look at the arithmetic of a siloed decision. An insurer pays a $6,000 nuisance settlement because litigating it costs $15,000. A utility writes off its bad debt because the administrative cost of collection exceeds the simple value of the bill itself. Every sector does this. A hyperscaler uses evaporative cooling to save OpEx. In isolation, each choice makes perfect sense, but the aquifer drains, the household destabilizes, the hospital absorbs a $15,000 readmission, the next $100 million project stalls from community exhaustion. This is the suboptimization trap. Decisions that look like wins in a silo aggregate into total systemic collapse, causing massive financial loss for everyone involved. If these siloed actions cause collective failure, the solution is obvious: coordinate your resources. So why hasn't it happened? Current coordination models require you to share data. This creates a centralized honeypot, a massive singular target for breaches and misuse. These data pools carry extreme legal risk. They trigger compliance fines under the EU AI Act, CCPA, and complex antitrust liabilities. Because the risk of sharing is too high, models are forced to infer. They average data from a distance rather than witnessing the ground truth. This paralysis is a structural consequence of your data architecture. No amount of corporate willpower can bypass the legal reality of a data breach. Solving this requires a system that can ask a question without moving the underlying data. This is Zero-Liability Architecture, or Lock 7. By querying data in situ, raw information stays behind your firewall. You share the answer, not liability. This mechanism satisfies the EU AI Act, preventing central honeypots and removing antitrust threats. Removing this liability allows highly regulated entities to safely cooperate. We call this coordination protocol the sovereignty engine. This protocol enables fractional risk syndication. Instead of treating symptoms alone, entities pool microcredits to stabilize the environment they share. Consider the shift in arithmetic. A hospital contributes $75 to stabilize a household, which prevents a $15,000 readmission cost. A utility contributes $50 to avoid collection costs. A hyperscaler contributes $100, earning the social license to operate their next facility. The insurer contributes $25 to stop nuisance settlements, and the city adds $50 to avoid $60,000 in shelter costs. The pool tallies $325. The math is undeniable. A cohort investment of $325 generates systemic savings exceeding $10,000. This is 30-to-1 arithmetic. This is how capital is redirected to starve systemic failure and stabilize the whole. The capital for this syndication is already on your books. It is currently locked in bad debt reserves, litigation funds, and compliance budgets. The sovereignty engine provides the protocol for this coordination. ZyroHive is the platform that operationalizes it. You are a co-builder of this circuit. The efficiency of the system increases with every entity that joins the syndicate. Collective resilience is only possible when individual entities begin to syndicate risk from exactly where they stand.